my channel. So I posted a few looks on my Instagram throughout the years, and I have like a classic glam look, and I've had people request to show them how I achieve this classic glam look. So basically all I do is I use neutral eyeshadows. It's very, very easy, a winged eyeliner and a nice lash, and it just creates a really nice, timeless, effortless eye. So basically I'm just going to do a quick tutorial, show you how I achieve that eye, and that will be it. Okay, so basically you just need some neutral eyeshadows. So I have a couple palettes that are really good for neutrals. I also have a lot of singles that I really like to use, but if you're looking for a lot of neutral eyeshadows, the Faced Just Peachy Matte is a great palette to use. I also have the OG Original Naked palette, which again is amazing. Mine is kind of beat up, but a lot of these colors are great colors to do. And then I have a MAC palette that I've created myself over the years, and it just has like some neutral shadows inside. So I've already primed my eye with concealer and everything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the whole eye with a neutral eyeshadow. So I'm just going to go in. This is just a matte flat eyeshadow, a little bit lighter than my actual eyelid color. So I'm just using the Too Faced Peach Butter. Next, I'm going to take a single shadow from MAC called Soft Brown, and I'm just taking it on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to focus that in the crease of my eye. So you can see the natural crease. So I just like to wave it back and forth and extend it out to where my kind of the tail end of my eyebrow goes. The most important part is to blend. That is the most important part. It takes time to blend, so give yourself time, but that's what makes the eyeshadow look so seamless and effortless, is just taking the time to blend. This is more of a warm brown. It almost has a little bit of orange into it. You can do more of an ashy taupey color if you'd like, but I like to kind of stick to the warm side of things. A lot of the time when I'm blending, I get eyeshadow kind of underneath here, which I don't want, so I go back in with the white color I use underneath the brow on a brush, and I just like to pull it over just to kind of clean up this area here. So again, just keep blending this beautiful brown color in. I like to do circular motions. I like to do windshield wiper motions. Just blend it out. So I like to focus that brown color just right here along the edges. So we've taken this crease color, the soft brown color, up more. So now just in the crease of the eye, which would be a little bit underneath, which would be about this area here, I'm going to take more of a matte. So I'm going to take the color Cork. This is more of an ashy color. It's not as warm as soft brown. So I'm using that Cork color, and I'm just focusing it right in the crease and not bringing it any higher. So I'm going all the way in here into the inner corner of my eye. And I'm also taking it on the outer corner and pulling it down onto the lower lid, just in the corner area. So for this bottom part here, you're going to drop it onto the lower lid a little bit, just keeping it in the corner though. I'm very messy when it comes to this kind of thing because it's really easy to clean up. I'm also taking some of this shade, again, Cork, and we're going to put it underneath the lower lash line. This one you're just keeping on the very, very corner of your eye. Don't drag it even halfway, just keep it on the very outer piece. You need to really blend the two shades together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Soft Brown and the Cork color again. And I'm just going to run along the corner, that's the outside here. I'm going to run the brush along the outside in circular motions, just making sure there's no harsh lines, everything's blended, everything looks good. I like to either take a black shadow or a dark brown. So I'm just going to use the chocolate dip shade in the Too Faced Just Peachy Matte palette. And I'm just focusing it right on the, like the bottom, almost like where you would apply eyeliner. On the corner, outside corner. And that's it. I'm not bringing it anywhere else. So I'm just taking it and placing it on the very outside corner. And you can drag a tiny bit down onto the lower lash line as well. I'm going to switch my brush because I like using more of a brush like this on the lower lash line. This one is Quo, and it's called the Shadow Smudger brush. This kind of gives you a good idea. So when you place your brush like this on the lower lash line, pull it up. When you pull it up, that's where your shadow should be on the lid. That's where it should be. That's where it should end. It shouldn't go past that. If that makes any sense, it should create a line up. It's a good guidance point. I'll show you. So you take your eyeshadow, I'm gonna place it on your lower lash line, press down a little bit, and pull it up a bit. So you say, okay, that's good, good guidance. It's all in line. And then take a little bit more of your chocolate dipped and work it into the lower lash line area. And then I just like to take that fluffy blending brush again and just really blend it back and forth seamlessly. Everything needs to be blended and beautiful. Now for the inner portion of my eye, I like to use a white. You can carve out your eye for this by using concealer, but I'm just gonna leave it and just apply a shadow. So I'm gonna go into it with another single MAC shadow. This one is just pure white. It's called Gesso, I think it's Gesso. Just pure matte and white. It's hard to find a good pigmented matte white eyeshadow, but this one I really, really like. I've had it for a long time. For my classic, kind of classic eye look, I like to just kind of use mattes. See how pigmented that white is? It's beautiful. So I'm just packing that on, starting from the inner corner and then pulling it to the middle of my eye. If you had to use a concealer first, the white would show up a lot more pigmented, but I find that this is really pigmented to begin with, so it looks good. And I don't really want the cut crease look for this. You might need to add a little bit more chocolate dipped on the corner. I'm not even putting more product on my brush. I'm just going to take it and just start to wiggle it back and forth. Anything left over, just so everything blends nicely. I'm also taking the fluffy brush we've been using and I'm just going to lightly go back and forth into the crease. I'm not adding any more product. I just want to make sure everything looks seamless. So I'm just going to curl my eyelashes before I apply any liquid liner. So I'm going to give that a curl. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of shimmer into the inner corner, a little bit, just to kind of tie it all together. Next, I'm just going to apply some liquid liner. You can use anything you want, but I find this is what makes the look classic, is that nice wing. This look looks nice without a wing, but I think the wing is what makes it. I like using gel pods. I also like using liquids. So today I'm just going to go in with this liquid from e.l.f. It's just their liquid liner in jet black. And I'm going to create a nice wing. Okay, so usually I'm not obsessed with adding liner in my waterline and my lower lash line just because it gets on my contacts sometimes, but I'm going to do it for the purpose of this video because it really ties everything together. So I'm going to use the Revlon. This is the ColorStay retractable black pencil, and I'm just going to smudge it up in here. Yes, I did it all for love. And then I also take this and I like to smudge it in the corner, bringing it into the little teeny lashes in the corners here. Okay, I'm gonna take the ArtDeco. This is the long-lasting little beige eye pencil here. And I'm going to work that also into the lower lash line. You're going to apply a coat of mascara. I'm just gonna take this Clinique Workout Mascara, do a light coat. I'm putting on fake eyelashes, so I don't really care about the top lashes as much. Okay, so I'm taking a pair of these Sali lashes. They are in the shade Butterfly Kiss. Just going to line my lips with, this is the MAC Brick Lip Pencil. And then I'm going to use Revlon. This is the color Bombshell Red Lipstick. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you were thinking about doing something classic or an eye like this, I hope it helped you out. If it did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.